Today we're hanging out on the beautiful Celebrity Equinox, Deck 14, Day 5. Currently we're docked at St. Martin. A little rainy, a little cloudy. So I decided it would be a good time to show you around the ship. So currently we're hanging out on Deck 14. So take a look. Celebrity Equinox has two pools. Well, it's kind of like one pool with that center area in the middle. There's also 4 hot tubs. And if you look up a little bit, like I said again, we're on Deck 14. I'm going to show you everything today. I have tons of batteries with me. We're going to go all day and show you every single area of the ship so you know exactly what you need to do on your next cruise. So take a look. In the center over there, that's the pool bar, so you can get a drink. Right on top, which is Deck 14, the one that we're on, you have Mast Grill and then Mast Bar. We're going to go check those out. But currently, as you can see, there's one pool kind of separated and 2 little ones in the middle. And there's 4 hot tubs in the center area of the Celebrity Equinox. It is windy. It is windy and rainy today. Look at this. Beautiful St. Martin. Another interesting thing right here, notice the ship behind us, that's Harmony of the Seas. It's a Royal Caribbean ship. We'll take a look at that as well in a little bit. So notice there's a walking track right here in the middle, right? So you can take this and do a walk which loops you all the way around on Deck 14. So we're gonna take this. Now it is rainy and not as nice as it could be, so I'm assuming that a lot of people will stay on this ship and not check out St. Martin because of the weather. But technically speaking, there are people all over the place hanging out. And you see what I mean? That right there is Harmony of the Seas. There are people over there on top looking at us. Do you see them? The ship is quite larger than ours. I believe she has like 6,000 passengers, something like that. So if we continue walking on Deck 14, and we are going towards the front of the ship. So right here, you have Mast Bar. Right here on the bottom, that's Deck 12. So on the bottom, that is Pool Bar. Right on the top over here, this is Mast Bar. And this is where you have a smoking area of the ship as well. And that's Harmony. You think you can look down, see people. It's really cool. If we take this around, this is going to loop us all the way around. We can go either left, which takes us back to the other side, or if we wanted to, we could check it out. Check out the top of the ship, which we will in a second, but take a look. That's Solarium. I'll show you when we go inside, but this is an enclosed area of the ship. Most of the time it's for adults only, and has a saltwater pool right over there. I'll show you that in a minute. But before that, so if you take the walking track and continue walking all the way down that way, it'll just loop you around. So once you get to Deck 14, this is where the Sky Lounge is. Check it out. Nice little seating area right here. It says Miracles right over here. See, that's the outside. There are the elevators. And this right here is Sky Lounge. As soon as you walk in, there's a cool statue. Let's see what the Sky Lounge looks like. So if you walk in, there's tons and tons of really comfortable chairs, lots of lights, lots of little areas to sit and hang out in. There's a bar right in the center. There's a stage where there's a band and a bunch of stuff performing. And if you loop all the way around, as you can see, many more seats. A lot of people come up to relax and hang out here. They have a lot of game shows that they run once in a while. And there's a lot of venues. There's the bar. There's more seating. And this is usually where the band performs. So there's a show. So this time, as you can notice, that we have stuff set up for a presentation. But when this goes down, they always have a band right here. So right across from the Sky Lounge, right over on this side of the house, you have something called a meeting place. Take a look, see? Meeting place. So this is where a lot of celebrity hosts a lot of meetings, a lot of private events, and then sometimes they have classes. Like right now, there's some sort of a class that they're teaching over there. As you notice, people are hanging out together by that table and working on some like arts and crafts stuff. We just came from that direction. Let's take this all the way to the top and see what's happening over here. So if you walk up here, right in the front of the ship, as you can see, this is the retreat sun deck. So this area right here is where you can go if you have booked a suite with Celebrity. They have their own area over there. There's a lot of fun stuff. But since we can't go there, we're gonna continue to walk up and check out the front of the ship. Also, it's quite windy. I apologize for that. Ooh, and it's stinky here. I smell exhaust fumes from the symphony, I think. Look at this. That right there is what I'm smelling. Whew, that smells terrible. All right. So there's tons of people from both Celebrity and Royal Caribbean going out and enjoying St. Martin. Hopefully enjoying it, because it is cloudy and rainy. But like I was saying, when you make it to the top over here, top of the beautiful Celebrity Equinox, right in the front, you have a sports deck. This is where you can play basketball, tennis, and a whole bunch of other things. So take a look. And if we look out to the front, there's the heliport pad. So like I was saying, we're completely in the front of the Celebrity Equinox right now. How many loungers are on each side? Let's see. There are 7. So 7 and 7. So that's 14 loungers. That's 28 people, because there's 14 more on the other side. You can lounge up here. Good morning. Good morning. So we're going to go down to deck 14. Let me walk you to the back of the ship. This right here is Mast Grill. This is where you can get burger, fries, and I believe they're open from like 11 or 12 p.m. to, I think, 6 or 7 almost, even that late. That's Mast Grill, where you can get a cheeseburger, a hamburger, a veggie burger, a turkey burger, a hot dog, and french fries. They'll cook it for you right here on deck 14. There's some seating, as you can see, right by the poolside. Pretty cool. So if you take a look at the pool, like I was saying, it's separated into 2 sections where you have 2 pools and then you have 4 hot tubs right around the pool area. There's also showers. There's a shower over there, and then there's also another shower right over there. And I'll show you what's going on at the lawn club. Oh, I think it's a crew drill. That's what they're doing right now. So as you walk towards the back of the ship, you have Oceanview Café. That's the buffet on your cruise ship, which we'll check out in just a little bit. But first, let's walk up and check out the lawn club. That's the front of the Celebrity Equinox. And that's St. Martin. Gorgeous. So when you finally make it all the way up here, as you can see, you have the studio, fine art photography. And this is the lawn club. So this area of the ship is where you can play a whole bunch of games, like a putting green. There's a tons of different like bocce ball and etc. So it's kind of fun. There's also a few things that are going on in this area. So let me show you really quick. As you can see, those are the cabanas. You can rent them. It does cost some money, but you can rent them per day. Also, besides the lawn, they actually have movies under the stars right over there. So that's where you can check out some movies, games, and a bunch of other stuff. So if you continue down the lawn club, right on this side, it's real grass, by the way. Lots of chairs for people to hang out in. And also another smoking section. Looks like the crew is busy doing something. Since we're in port, there's a lot of crew out and about working on things. Look at this guy, he's like outside of the ship. That's crazy. So finally we made it over here. As you can see, we came all the way from that side, right? So as you come from that side, you can loop around. This is completely the back of the ship. You have the sunset bar right over here, and on this side is the other area of the lawn club, which we'll check out in a second. But one thing I wanted to show you, so sunset bar, and if you look down, that's the back of the ship. That area right over here, this area, this is the back of the Oceanview Café, where you can grab your food, come out here, and then have a nice, lunch or dinner or whatever outside. We'll check that out in a second as well, but I wanted to show you the back of the Celebrity Equinox. And there she is. Alright, so if you walk back from the sunset bar all the way towards the other side of the lawn club, which is really, really windy, and there's like a little putting green. You play a little golf, a little mini golf right here. Hang out. They have a bunch of other games as well. There are also bathrooms over here, so you can go to the bathroom without having to walk all the way to the other side of the ship. And like I was telling you, here are these cabanas right over here by the lawn club. So let's check it out. Let's see what they look like. So here's the cabana. So it looks like you get a couch, a table, and there's plugs right here as well. So you can plug in your devices. It looks like a light switch maybe? That's right, a light switch, one big plug, and then 2 USB plugs if you need them. And like I was saying, there's 3 over there on that side. There's your TV right there if you wanted to watch it, movie under the stars, etc. And there's 3 cabanas on this side. Let me give you a little spin. Oh, and by the way, so what this is, this right here is the hot glass class. So normally they have glass blowing things going on here. I'll cut the B-roll so you can check it out. Because right now, as you can see, they're cleaning. I mean, it's not cheap. I think it's like $200 or something, but you can participate and blow your own glass. That's kind of cool. And this is sort of the center of the club. As you can see, there's the TV, 3 cabanas, and a nice little area for you to enjoy under the sun. And there's a little bench area right here for whether you want to enjoy the show or want to enjoy the movie. So if you walk in from the lawn club inside, but just before you go to the center area, there's a Whisky House over here. Take a look. I don't know if it's open. Nope, it's closed. It looks like it's a shop. We can check out the other side. But there's a bunch of whiskey stuff. This is probably where they, you can buy yourself high-end whiskey, as well as probably have a whole bunch of classes, samples, and etc. But take a look at this. For all of you whiskey lovers, got like a proper display over here. I love the Equinox because it has a lot of open areas for you to hang out and check out. So we're inside right now on deck 15. I just wanted to show you the Whiskey Lawn Club before we continue down. We're gonna check out Oceanview Café in a little bit, but I just showed you the front of the ship over there, the center, and then all the way in the back. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to the Solarium and also check out deck 12. So moving down from deck 14 to deck 12, because there is no deck 13 on Equinox, let's check out and see what's happening over here. So tons of loungers, like I said, and the pool. Let's see what the pool looks like. There's 4 hot tubs, so there's one right there. There's a hot tub right there, and there's another hot tub right there, and there's one more hot tub right here with the 2 pools in the middle. That one is 3 feet and 2 inches, and then the other one over there is 5 feet. Let's check that out. So as you can see, tons of loungers, places to hang out, people are chilling. This right here is a shower. Yeah, so this pool is 4 feet 11 inches, while this pool is 3 feet and 2 inches. And that's the hot tub, and we got a pool bar right over here. So that's sort of the center of the ship. Remember, we were there at the Mast Grill up top? And that's what the Equinox looks like on deck 12. Also, if you want it, pool towels right here. Free, you could just pick them up without having to go and check them out. There's a couple of nice areas right here. Again, it has been soaked because it just rained, but technically pretty cool. I was telling you, this is the pool bar where you can grab yourself a drink, then sit right here at the bar and enjoy a nice pool area. Let's check out Solarium, which is an enclosed area on the Celebrity Equinox. So this area is enclosed and temperature controlled. It's called Solarium. It's going to be a lot of people here. And I'll show you tons of B-roll of this, so you can see what it looks like without a lot of people. There's a salt pool in here and 2 hot tubs, as well as spa cafe. Spa cafe is open for breakfast and lunch. You can grab a nice healthy snack over here, as well as a juice if you wanted to. The juices are not free. So as you can see, they are preparing right here. This right here is the pool area. Like I said, it's a saltwater pool, and it's temperature controlled. It's a nice area for you to hang out. I'll put some B-roll just so you can check it out. So walking directly from the solarium, or the back of the solarium, you can walk into deck 12. And this is where you can get to the spa. Both the spa and the gym are over here. So, at the spa, they do a whole bunch of stuff. There's an actual, like, hair salon in here as well. So you can get your hair done. Tons of services. If you continue walking, this is the gym, excuse me. Right to the back of the spa, you get to the gym. One of the larger gyms that I've seen on a cruise ship. Tons of machines, a lot of free weights as well. Even consultants over here that will help you. Got personal trainers and stuff. So this is the free weight section. There's like a metric ton of machines over here. And if you continue, you got a spin class right here. These spin bikes. There's some consultations going on right over there. Another good thing about this place is you could do a little bit of working out and check out the nice view. Because remember, this is the front of the ship. Look at this. Enjoy a nice workout and enjoy a nice view. So you can check out all of the fitness classes that are going on right here on this TV. Also notice there are towels and even cold towels right here for you to cool off. This is a really nice touch by Celebrity. And water. There's usually a couple of different choices of water. Currently there's just orange infused and regular water. If we walk out of the gym, we're gonna go back towards the spa and deck 12.
Tell me if it's uncomfortable, and then I will tell you, because you cannot tell if it's uncomfortable.
Like I was telling you, right? There's a hot tub right here. Nice relaxing area. People just hang out, reading books, chilling. And leaving the solarium, going to deck 12, middle area of the ship. This right here is the Oceanview Café. Again, we're located on deck 14. We'll get to the cafe in a little bit. I'll show you a full tour of it. But currently they're getting ready for lunch. So we'll come back in just a little bit. Before we get there, let's check out the views. And that down there is the library, which we're going to walk down to and I'll show you. And basically what you can do is, when you're in the center of the ship, you can walk from deck 14 all the way down. Then once you get to the center of the ship, there's Grand Foyer area. As you start walking down, deck 10, deck 9, deck 8, there's tons of areas for you to hang out and do stuff. Like, for example, that is actually a library. And this whole area is basically suspended in the center with these glass elevators that people can ride up and down and check out the view. But you can literally, if you wanted to, you can go all the way up to deck 15 even, and then take the glass elevator down to deck 3. And like I was saying, that right there is a suspended tree that's hanging. I think it's reinforced by those steel beams, but it's literally hanging in the air. It's huge. Deck 11. Let me widen this baby out for you. This is where you can check out where the ship is. And this right here is where we are. Let's take a look. You look all the way up. And look all the way down. There's that tree. As I was telling you, see it says, "Here comes the sun." So, zoom you in there, remember? Top is the library. Then moving down, this is deck 9, which is what we're on. Deck 8 and down. Deck 9 is the card room. This is where you can go and play cards and a whole bunch of other table games. So let's go check it out. As you can see, people are playing. So this right here is this beautiful tree. Check it out. In the glass elevators, people are going zippy up and down. Look, there's people in that glass elevator right here. Let's zoom out here a little bit for you. Looks like it's packed in there. So everything over here is recycled, which is kind of cool. Like these chairs are from recycled plastic. This right here is from wood. I don't know if it was beech wood or some old wood. And they even have this chair is made out of plastic. So this right here is made out of recycled plastic, which is cool.
So basically, that's a tank. It fills in water. We actually water it like once a month. So if you see the gray cap on top, that's actually where we fill the water from.
That's insane.
Yeah, and we keep a ramp. A person goes on the other side and he waters the tree and even shakes the tree.
So there's physically a person walking over there?
Yes.
Wow. That's pretty high.
So he shakes the tree so that any dust is removed and also like any dead leaves so that it's all thing. I think I have a video of him shaking the tree if you'd like to have that.
Absolutely. That's amazing. We're having a blast over here on the Equinox. It's a lot of fun. This is a nice ship. Like I was saying, it's almost a mirror image of the Eclipse, which was one of my first celebrity cruise ships. I took a Hawaii cruise on the Eclipse. It was absolutely amazing. I'll link a video for you if you're interested in seeing what that was all about. But here we are, Grand Foyer. We're getting down to deck 6, so we're actually starting to see it. This is like where all the parties are. We'll get down there and show you.
Side close side, back right, replace, side close side, forwards left, replace, jump, 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 back right, replace, jump, 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 forwards left, replace, jump, 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 back right, replace.
So currently we're in the center of deck 5. Right over this way, which I'll show you in a minute. That's where all the restaurants are. In fact, maybe we should go check that out first. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go check out the Ensemble Lounge. By the way, great place for an Instagram picture if you're into that. No worries. Really nice view right over here, so you can do that. If you continue walking past the Ensemble Lounge,
Obviously, I don't use the lazy rooms.
if you keep walking, this is a really nice area. There's a bar. You have access to the retreat lounge right over here. Tons of seating. And then that is Murano, actually, on that side of the restaurant. Let's see if we can get footage. So this is the bar over here. We just walked out of Murano. A lot of times they'll be playing music right over here. So there's some sort of a venue going on. So you can come, hang out, enjoy a comfortable chair, grab a drink, and then check out some tunes at the Ensemble Lounge. So let's walk to the back. This is where you will find Tuscan Grill, Blu, and Qsine, which is Le Petit Chef. Walking towards the back of the ship on deck 5 currently. And in this area of the ship, as you notice, this right here is Qsine. So this right here is Qsine. This is where they do. Check it out. Here's the Le Petit Chef. This is where they do the Le Petit Chef presentations and dinner. Pretty cool ambiance, nice decor. Look at the spoon. Right across from Le Petit Chef is Blu, which is a restaurant that's only available to Aqua Suite guests. So normally Blu restaurants are actually kind of small, but surprising to see, this is good size. So Blu is a restaurant that's only available to Aqua guests. So you have to book an Aqua room in order to have access to Blu. It's available for breakfast and dinner, not lunch. And it serves like lots of healthy options. And if you come all the way to the back of the ship, this is where you can find Tuscan. If you see those windows, that's literally the back of the Equinox. Happens to be one of my favorite restaurants on the ship. They actually serve lunch, special lunch sometimes, but mostly dinner. They have some of the best views out of any restaurant because you get to enjoy the wake of the ship. So what's cool about the Equinox, right? The specialty dining venues are all located in the back of the ship on deck 5. Everything except Luminae, which is actually on deck 3. So like I was showing you before, the retreat lounge is right here. And this is how you walk out of the Ensemble Lounge, which has all of the areas that we just talked about. Once we walk out of the Ensemble or the retreat lounge, we continue walking on deck 5, and we get to, past the elevators right over here, we get to Café Bacio. This is the place where you can get yourself coffee, tea, and a whole bunch of cool desserts. So let's check them out. See what's available today.
But where are you at? Atlanta. Oh, you live in Atlanta?
So it looks like we have praline cake, blueberry tart, carrot cake. We got coffee eclair, a mango cake right here. a chocolate cake, muffin cherry filling, an English pound cake, and a dulce de leche. So, Café Bacio with coffee, tea, and a bunch of desserts. Hello? If you come across over here on this side of Café Bacio's Gelateria, where you can get a gelato. Remember, that's not actually free. If you wanted coffee, tea, or even a gelato over here, you do have to pay extra for it. Unless you have a zero proof package. We'll talk about it in a second. Hello? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. I'm just getting a little footage of the gelato.
Let me put this one.
Okay, so this is where you can grab some gelato. Let's see, what do we got? Chocolate, caramel, hazelnut, strawberry, vanilla, coffee, coconut, cinnamon, lychee, and raspberry. Nice. And a whole bunch of servings. So gelato at Gelateria. Thank you. So let's get moving. You walk around the other side of deck 5, right across from the Gelateria and Café Bacio. This is where you can get to Sushi on 5. As you can see, let's go check out Sushi on 5. So this is where you can enjoy lunch. They're actually open daily, even when we're in port. These restaurants are open. Well, this specific one is actually open for lunch. Most of the restaurants will not be open for lunch unless it's a sea day, but Sushi on 5 is open sea day or port day. Let's check out the center of the ship right over here. So this is what I was telling you about. Right, if you notice, that was the area that we were looking down on. And this right here is the center of the ship where they have dance classes, parties, and all kinds of other stuff. Now remember, it's tiered. Right, so we're currently on deck 5, that's deck 4, and then that's deck 3. So we're gonna walk down all of them, and I will show you. Let's walk across and see what else we have on this deck before we move down to deck 4. Once you go past Café Bacio, you walk into the art gallery, as well as a world-class bar. So, and lots of shopping as well. But first, let's talk about this art gallery. This is what it looks like. This is where it's located. Sometimes they move all of these art pieces out of the way. They'll put chairs right over here, and then they'll have an art auction. So I will cut to B-roll of the art auction right now so you can check out what I mean.
$2,000. Third, fair, and final. Ladies and gentlemen, let's consider we have done it. Now we got next. Start off the art. Now, folks, what he's well known for is this olive and strawberries to create this fun way of looking at art. But that is not the only artistic ability that this artist has. Recently, we have seen where he delved out of his comfort zone and he incorporates other images as well. He is well known for the olives and the strawberries, but of course the wine glass series as well.
And that was the art auction. If we continue twisting around, this right here is the world-class bar. This is where they have all kinds of fancy drinks. It looks really nice. Check out this table. Feels like it's like marbly. Let's see what they have this world-class bar. Now remember, it's not open right now because we're docked at St. Martin. As you can see, a whole bunch of drinks. They have like fancy stuff in here as well, it looks like. You could do, that's a smoke machine, I think. Again, remember, all of the shops are going to be closed because we are docked. Once we get out at sea, all of the shops will open, the bars will open, everything will open. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good.
I also love how it's the same as on the summit. This is sort of like in its own little area. So you don't really have to go down here unless you go into a theater. Now, before we get to the theater, which is over that way, this is the photo gallery. So if you would take a picture, this is where it will show up. In fact, here, let me show you. Let's get a little more light in here. Let's get a little more light for you. There it is. So as you notice, so if you were to take a photo on the ship, it would show up here. You would scan your C-Pass right here, and then the pictures would show up right over there. All right. So we're past the photo gallery. We get to the theater. This is the Equinox Theater. And tonight, looks like again, Maldonado will be doing a tribute to the divas. Now, as you can see, the Equinox Theater is not performing yet, so I will cut to some B-roll and show you a show from the theater.
The journey, everyone. Let's welcome our amazing production showcast vocalist with intimate Broadway, Cabaret! They sing the neon lights are bright on Broadway. On Broadway. They sing there's always magic in the air. On Broadway. But when you're walking down the street and you ain't had enough to eat, the glitter rubs right off and you're nowhere.
What'd you think? Pretty cool, huh? Fun experience. Now let's walk down to deck 4. You could do it right over here. We'll take these nice, fun glass stairs. Try not to fall. Try not to fall. We're holding the gimbal, myself, the camera, trying to look at 4 different things at once. And here we are. A lot of times they will have a whole bunch of shows right here. They'll have tons of different activities over here. And if we walk over this way, we'll have the Quasar, which is a bar. Same thing. At night, there's no one here. So at night, that's the bar. We'll see where we get the jams going. I think a lot of times as well, they'll do lectures and presentations right here also. I think this is where the DJ sits. Check it out. Bring you right into the DJ station. So if you were a DJ on the Celebrity Equinox, you'd be hanging over here. There's a soundboard, a bunch of stuff. And that's the club called Quasar, something. Right next to Celebrity Central. Let's continue walking. Future Cruise office right next to the club. And so if we continue walking past the Future Cruise office and the nightclub, this is another shopping area. Did you notice? The shops are currently closed. If you remember, that's the casino, by the way. If you remember, the art gallery was up top. The art gallery and the world class bar, they were up there. This is another shopping area before we get to the main area of deck 4 and the casino, which we'll talk about in a second. The casino has its own bar, as you can see. Right over here. Its own bar and a seating area. The Bean Man, look at this. Cool statue. Okay, we're getting there, folks. We are getting there. I'm gonna show you everything on the ship. It's the last thing I do on this cruise. Well, I still got a lot of eating to do. Gotta get to lunch. But check it out. This area right here, we are currently on deck 4. Deck 4 is composed of a few areas, right? But this is where we came from, the shopping area. This is the frozen bar right over here. And again, I'll show you B-roll of what it looks like. Frozen bar, regular martini bar, tons of areas to sit. bunch of ice. They put some drinks over here. It's pretty cool. And this is right across from the Martini bar. Now, let's walk past the beautiful Martini bar and continue walking. I want to show you the other side of deck 4, which has craft social. And this is where the Silhouette dining room is as well, which we're going to go into. So you check it out. There's the Silhouette dining room. This is where you can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for free. Well, maybe for free. Unless you want the premium selection of meals at dinner. If you want to know more about that, check out my dining review of this cruise ship. So finally, we're getting to deck 4, closer to the bottom, like I was telling you about. There's that, remember that tree? Look at that. It's up there. Hanging pretty well. Okay, let's check out Craft Social before we go to the dining room, because I wanted to see what the dining room looks like. Hopefully it's not too dark in there. So right across from the Martini bar on deck 4, this is where they have Craft Social. Hello. Craft Social has a tons of like little places to sit down, enjoy your drink, have a glass of wine. There's usually a game on of some sort, and they actually have foosball. Let's check out the foosball. See, we got foosball. And then tons of areas to watch the game. Tons of cool brew. And fun little places to sit down and hang out with your friends. This is what the bar looks like. Let's check out the menu. What can we get here? Caesar salad, beef sliders a la plancha, fresh cut truffle fries, chicken wings, Gruyere cheese tater tots, and meat and cheese board. Nice. So this right here is Fortune's Casino. Let me show you around. Once again, we're docked, so it's closed. But while we're out at sea, there are tons of people over here pushing buttons on these slot machines, throwing down some money on the card tables. Lots of action going on. I gotta be honest, this is probably one of the biggest casinos I've seen on the cruise ship. I'm just gonna walk you around and show you. Speaking about that, let's see blackjack here. I wonder what the minimum is. Where's blackjack? Blackjack's over there. Let me show you. See what the max and the min is. Probably from last night. Looks like it's 15 minimum and 500 maximum. So from the cashier, we're gonna walk all the way to the front. Now, even though we're docked, the ship is actually moving. There's like 8-foot swells, ocean swells at St. Martin because of the storm that's coming. All right, here we are in the middle. Check it out. This is the casino bar that I was telling you about. Remember, we walked by right over there when we were doing the shopping tour. But that's the bar with some seating right in the casino. So even though there are no lights, I wanted to show you the Silhouette dining room. We'll walk over closer to the windows, so it's a little bit lighter for you. But check it out. So this is where you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner when you cruise ship, like I was telling you about. We get to the center of the ship and the end of the Grand Foyer, or should I say the bottom of the Grand Foyer. So let's walk down the steps. Let me show you what this looks like. So, when you get all the way to the bottom, let's check out this tree. Look at that. So if you remember, we were all the way over there at the top. As you know, this is deck 3. On this side of deck 3, we have excursions. So you can come in here and get your excursions done. There's an extra bar over here if you wanted to hang out. That's guest relations. Silhouette dining room is right over this side. I mean, that's the 3rd floor of the Silhouette dining room. And then somewhere over here, there we go. We'll get to the best restaurant. By the way, if you wanted to exit the ship, the gangway is on deck 2. This is where those people are going right now. But what I'm here for is Luminae, the best restaurant in the house. Now I wonder if I can open it. So this right here is Luminae. Finest dining in the house. But again, in order to be able to eat at this restaurant, you need to book a retreat room, which is a suite. If you book that suite, you have access to Luminae for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner. This is definitely the best restaurant in the house. So we checked out the Lawn Club. Oh, the Oceanview Café is what we need to check out. And this is the Oceanview Café, a buffet that's located on deck 12 of the Celebrity Equinox. Now it's open for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even a late night snack. Currently the buffet is they're actually preparing for dinner, I believe. But I'll show you around. Right over here we have ice cream. If you keep going down, the way it's kind of set up is you have seating on your left, and the actual buffet and all the food is on your right in the center. So right here, as you can see, they're making pizza. There's a pasta station over there and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm not gonna go into too many details in this video, but I'll link a full buffet guide for you where I go into each station and show you exactly what kind of food they have. But remember, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even the late night snack over here at Oceanview Café on deck 12. So if we continue walking, I'll show you the back of the buffet because it leads you right into Sunset. Actually, it's like normally it's actually a sunset bar on most other celebrity cruise ships. But right here, this is called actually Oceanview Bar because the sunset bar is on top of us. We're currently on deck 12. Let me get this down a little bit. There we go. Should be able to see. So as we walk out of here, there are tons of seats, lots of places so you can get your food if you wanted to. Bring over here and enjoy it. And as you can see, this is Oceanview Bar, where you can get a drink. Whatever else you want. Now if we continue, we'll walk right back in. On the other side, you have a beverage station right over here. There's one on the other side of this as well. But notice, exactly the same. There's seating on your left, and the actual buffets in the center on your right. So at the moment, I believe they just turned down from lunch, and they're getting ready for dinner. That's why, as you can see, everything is sort of empty. So in about an hour or so, there's gonna be like 1,000 people here. Be a big crowd. And just like before, there's a beverage station right over there. And then there's a beverage station right over here as well. And on one side you have ice cream, and on the other side you have a full bar. And that is Oceanview Café, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, if you want to check out more wonderful walks, room tours, dinner tours, dining tours and guides, and etc., I'll link a few videos for you above.